Dan Hewitt at Boxing TV here at the Impact Boxing Gym in Fenton in Stoke-on-Trent, run by former English lightweight champion Scott Lawton. Just being in there, the gym is packed out of women, children, top class fighters. So if you are in the area and you do want to start boxing, it's a fantastic place to start. Now I'm here ahead of the show on Saturday night at the Bet365 Stadium. Really looking forward to it. And today we're going to be speaking to some of the fighters ahead of their bouts this Saturday night. Stay tuned. Boxing TV here with a very good friend of mine, Becky Ferguson. Becky headlining the night to fight for, I believe, the super featherweight title in Stoke City, Stoke City ground. Amazing to see you doing it again. It seems like you do it every week at the moment, but what an opportunity. First of all, how's everything gone? How's camp gone?
Camp's gone really good. I am actually dead excited about this because obviously from living in Stoke now to actually be able to headline an event in Stoke is like awesome, and then to be doing it on Bet365 at the stadium, that's just something else. But yeah, camp's been good. I'm familiar with Amy, so we fought before, so I pretty much know what I'm going up against. I've just been focusing on improving myself a lot. Obviously, since we fought last, I've fought a couple of times since then. And been a good level opponents as well, so I feel confident.
So of course you fought, as you said there, you fought already, you won the first encounter. I feel that obviously you won that first one. Obviously it's a great opportunity for you to get yourself a belt. I'll be so proud of you. However, it still could be quite easily looked not train as hard, you feel like you've got better experience. Have you kind of had to keep that complacency away?
Well, the thing is obviously I know what it's like to be on the losing side as well, so I know how hard she's going to have trained for this. Like she's lost to me before, so she's going to know what it's like to lose to me, and she's not going to want to do it again. So I've had that in the back of my mind the whole way through, knowing that obviously she's not going to be overlooking me. She really wants to win. But unfortunately, so do I. So I've just trained as hard as I always do anyway. And obviously being in there with her before, there's a few things that I'm looking out for this time that obviously we didn't do last time. But yeah, I feel comfortable for whatever she's going to bring. But obviously I'm not underestimating her. She's a lovely girl as well. So, but business is business, isn't it? And I need that title. So.
It'd be amazing to see, because of course the many years we've been friends and all travelling all over the countries, and it's amazing to see. Now, a young mum, two beautiful babies. How hard is it, like having to bring them into the gym all the time? It must be pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't actually know where they are at the minute. They've gone very quiet, so they're probably like flooding the bathroom or something. Yeah, it is tough, but I got everyone at the gym. All the coaches like Jason, Lewis, Scott, Joe. They all actually proper babysit them while, do you know what I mean? While I'm training, there's always somebody there entertaining the kids and stuff. So I'm very blessed and lucky to be here at Impact, to be honest, because I don't know many other gyms that would accommodate. They're coming over. Yeah, they've got toilet roll. I just know. Do you want to come and say hiya?
They're playing with toilet roll.
But yeah, it is hard, but obviously I don't know no different. So since I've turned over anyway, the kids have been in the gym with me every day. So it's a special occasion when I get to train without them. But even then I still hear them in the back of my head like, Mum, when they're not here. So yeah, it doesn't make no difference to me.
I mean, parent to parent, I'm a very, very proud father. I've got two beautiful kids myself, and of all the things I ever have achieved in boxing or wherever it might be, I always think they're going to remember me for that. I mean, how much will that mean to you and mean to your family? Because you're making history, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing that I know everyone always says they want to leave their mark or their legacy, but I actually genuinely do. I always go on about where I was, the background and stuff like that, and my past and things. To have actually flipped my life around and then to actually leave a mark somewhere. I mean, even the first woman to box for the Midlands in history. I've made a mark there, the nominations and things like that. I'm actually leaving a good little legacy here for the children, and I just want them to be proud of me, And I know they are. Maybe not so much now. They get frustrated with always training, but it will be for something, and they'll appreciate that, I'm sure, when it comes to it.
So all the people who bought tickets from you, what have you got to say to them?
Massive, massive thank you to everyone that has bought tickets, because obviously I'm not a home fighter. I couldn't do it without you. So really, honestly, thank you so much for everyone that has bought a ticket and shown support and love for me as well. Shout out to my sponsors, because I couldn't do it without you guys either, because they helped me along. And yeah, just make sure if you haven't got a ticket, get in touch, get a ticket, because it's going to be a night that you're not going to want to miss, honestly.
It really, really is. So, look down that lens. Amy's going to be there. She's going to be thinking, I'm going to take her head off. Look down that lens and tell Amy exactly what she's going to be expecting on Saturday night.
Amy, whatever you throw at me, I am going to have an answer for. And as much as I love you, it's going to be war, but that belt's mine, babe. Sorry.
That belt's hers, babe. Dan Hewitt to Boxing TV here with Steven Seagal. He's going to sing for us.
I don't think I can sing.
I'm joking. Someone I've known for a very, very, very long time. In fact, we were gym mates back in the amateurs at Alton Abbey. Yeah. Absolutely. So great to see you, Jack Beirne. Great start to your professional career. How's camp been?
Yeah, camp's going well. All good. Yeah, no complaints. No stones left unturned. All good. Happy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Obviously, record now. We've had 2 wins, 1 draw.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but we'll learn and we'll come back, you know. Mistakes happen, don't they? And that's what it was, so we'll turn it round, basically. Yeah.
I like it. So, it's a big show, of course, at Stoke City's ground, not the ground itself, I'm sure one of the suites. And it's so good to fight in your hometown. I mean, what have people been saying? Have you got friends, you've got family coming?
Always, the venue, you know. Fenton Manor's normally good, but Stoke Stadium sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Sounds good, doesn't it?
It definitely does, it definitely does. So what have you done differently in this camp then compared to other camps? Is the things you've been working on particularly?
Just keep training, really. I haven't really stopped between, just keep going, you know, with the team, and I know the mistakes I've got, you know, I'm not the finished product. So, you know, we just keep going, defence, you know, 2-phase attack, stuff like that, you know, that's what we've been working on, really.
So, I mean, tickets sold. What have you got to say to your friends, your family who are going to come and see you?
You know, thanks to everyone that's bought tickets. Can't thank them enough. Like, you know, have a good support. Could always get more. Which, if you haven't bought a ticket, get one.
Bless you. Of course, Nathan fought the other night. Of course, our gym mate as well. Back in the day, mad really. What did you think of it?
I thought he got it. I was at a wedding, but I rushed back, get it on the telly, and I thought he got it. I mean, it was a good showing by Brad, but I thought a couple of rounds in it for Nath, really, for me.
I agree. I mean, I've got to be biased. He's my best mate, like. But the truth of it is I thought he did win the fight by a couple of rounds. And no disrespect to Brad or Brad's, fans, but I thought he did by a couple of rounds. And I feel you have to rip it from the champion. You don't just, and to say that he won. I mean, maybe an argument for potentially a draw, but I still didn't think that. But certainly not a win. But so, what can we all expect to see on Saturday night from Jack Beirne?
Just an improved version of last time, really. You know, plenty of action. I'm fit, so that's definite. So yeah, just plenty of action, really.
Brilliant.
Behind the jab.
Here with former English champion. Very, very good. Mr. Scott Lawton. Scott, how are you doing?
How's you doing, Dan? I'm good. Are you?
Very well. Very well. That's great to come down here.
Amateurs are just coming in now, so it's getting busier and busier. So yeah, it's all good.
So tell us about the show then Saturday night, where we can get tickets from, where it is.
Yeah, you get the tickets from the gym here or off any of the boxes. Just give us a shout on Facebook or Instagram, any of them, and we'll sort them out.
Of course, Becky's almost like being like your adopted child coming here to Stoke. I mean, what would it mean to you that Becky gets, the win this Saturday?
Well, it'd be great for her, really, because to be fair, in boxing, she shouldn't really be here, because she come here as after having the second kid and going, have a PT, and she started just out doing like a PT a week. Then it was, how do you turn professional? Can anybody be professional? And I'm like, yeah, anyone. And then I asked if she boxed before. She said she had 5 white collar fights. And so I goes, well, what do you know then? She goes, well, what do you mean? So I asked her, well, what defences do you know? And she went, that one. And I went, yeah. And she went, no, that one. And I went, yeah, and what else? She goes, just that one. So she had 5 bouts knowing that is how to block. So we just started from scratch. And where she is now, and actually beating proper fighters is unbelievable, really. Yeah, she's been a straight to the gym, and she just keeps on getting better and better.
Fantastic. Really looking forward to Saturday night. We'll be there, and cameraman here will be there, no doubt. And yeah, it's going to be great.
The venue's quite a good venue as well. It's always good being down Stoke, and it's quite nice actually. You'll enjoy it when it's down there, but I think all the fans will like it anyway.
Brilliant. Look forward to it. If you want to get tickets, make sure you get them here at Impact, or contact Scott, I'm sure, on social media, me if you want, and I'll ring Scott, whatever. But be there. It's going to be a great night of boxing.
And Nathan did definitely get robbed. Right, I'm going.
Making my pro debut on Saturday. So yeah, first pro fight, really looking forward to it, and trained absolute heart out for it. So yeah, nothing much left to do now apart from last session tonight. So yeah, I had a fairly long amateur career with Steve Woodvine at the Orme.
Okay.
Had about 15 bouts, did a bit with Silverdale as well. So yeah, I think now's the time for me to see how we're getting on the pro ranks. Turned 32 last year, so time's running out. I thought it's now or never, so yeah, that's it.
At least you can put that to bed, because you wouldn't want to retire and then be 50, 60 and think, oh, I could have done something there.
That's the thing, I didn't want to sit in my armchair as a granddad thinking, oh, I wish I'd have given the pro ranks a go, you know. So it was one of them things of, yeah. I mean, I kind of always had it in my mind that I'd try, you know, as an amateur, but yeah, it's definitely a tick in the box for life, really.
So, for the people out there who haven't seen you fight before, obviously debut, tell us a little bit about your style.
I'm more of I'm quick on my feet, but I can also, you know, I can pack a punch. I've got power behind my punches. I did stop a few in the amateurs. A couple were in the first round, so yeah, I can stop people, but I can also box as well on the back foot. So yeah, I've got the amateur pedigree from what I learned at the Orme. So yeah.
Of course, Steve doing so well with Nathan, and it's nominated for Coach of the Year, I believe. So
they're doing absolutely amazing, yeah. And Nathan had a cracking fight the weekend as well. So yeah, they're doing amazing things over there. So yeah.
So obviously people bought your tickets. So what have you got to say to all the friends and family coming to see you?
Yeah, everyone who's bought a ticket, I much appreciate it. There's still time to get one if you haven't bought one. But yeah, I hope that the money's well spent, and I provide you with some good entertainment and put up a good fight for you. So yeah, I can't wait.
So what you're promising us then, mate? What we're going to expect?
You're beating around the bush. Fireworks, definitely fireworks. I mean, like I say, I've trained my heart out for this, and I'm ready to really let my hands go. So yeah, I'm not going to go in there and play around with it. I'm in there to do business, and if there's a knockout there, I'll certainly take it.
You're a good talker, I'll give you that. I get quite scared. Thanks for watching. Cheers, mate. I haven't really known you that much before, which is really unusual. Introduce yourself to the fans out there.
Yeah, so I'm Callum Hill. I've been boxing since about 14 years old. I was on the Army boxing team for a while, and then I was down Repton Boxing Club as well. And London, obviously, I've moved back up north and started my pro career here with Scott Lawton.
Repton, it's a fair way away. Why Repton? Of course, what a historic club.
I was only there for a brief time, but one of my coaches in the Army we left the Army together, and he went to Repton to coach and took me along with him, and that's basically what happened. And then from there I went to St Ives, and then from St Ives back up to the north.
So that's a fair way away.
Yeah, I've been about the block, that's for sure.
So obviously fight week, nerves start settling in, kind of thinking, oh, tomorrow it gets you. I mean, tell us about how does it affect you?
I'm quite calm and collected. I feel like I've done enough, so I feel like the preparation's been there. I'm just into the sharpening phase now. Yeah, so feeling quite good about this one. I think I'll know too much for him. Obviously, he's a well-seasoned journeyman. Comes to have a fight, so hopefully it gives me a few gaps to expose and hopefully maybe get him out of there.
So tell us about your opponent then. What do you know about him?
His name's Richard Helm. I know he's been on quite a few TV shows, fights. You know, yeah, he's well seasoned. obviously a massive losing record, but it comes to have a fight, and it's a nice step up for me. It's the first 6-rounder, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
And of course, 3-0 now as a professional, I believe. A great start to your career.
Yeah, great start. I've had the same opponent twice, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Can only beat what's in front of you, and that's what I can do.
So talk us through then, kind of, it's fight week. Like you said, you're going into you're very much tapering down phase now. All the hard work's been done, hasn't it? You know, this is just, I'm sure you're just moving along. So talk us through this last week and how you get ready for your fight.
Well, my old coach always used to say to me, you can't always sharpen your body, but you can sharpen your mind. So I find the more I'm in the gym and just drill some behaviours, basically, drill my movements, do a little bit of sharpening, keep the fast twitch muscle fibres there, just what's been drilled into me, and sharpen the mind and get ready for war, basically.
Brilliant. Of course, Scott Lawton, he's former English champion. What's it like to have someone with that status, if you like, to help you along the lines?
Well, it's ideal, really. I mean, he's been there, done it. He's made the mistakes, and he knows what needs to be done. So, I feel I've got loads of confidence having Scott in my corner, and Jace as well, great coaches, and Joe. But I've got a great team around me. So, yeah, I'm in a great place, and I'm very thankful for the knowledge that I've got around me.
So going up to a first 6-rounder, what have you done differently then? Have you been running longer? Have you been doing more rounds? What is it you've done to make sure that you're going to be, let's say, mentally and physically ready for this fight?
Well, condition your body how you want it to perform, I guess. So everything's been short, sharp. I wouldn't do anything more than 6 kilometres, varying tempos. That's basically it. Just condition my body how I want it to perform. Short and sharp still, but for longer sustained periods of time.
So what have you got to say, looking down that lens there, what have you got to say to your friends, your family, everybody who's bought tickets? What have you got to say to them?
Yeah, a massive thank you, and really appreciate the support. And come journey with me up to Stoke, and let's take it on.
Brilliant. Thanks for talking to me, mate. Good luck. All the best, mate. We did.